So you mean we have people who are not faceless, people who can come out like yourself and say we can be an intermediary between our community and the government?
Okay, I'll tell you, such people are rare because you find out that some of the stakeholders, what they do, they use the Niger Delta problem as an avenue to enrich themselves, maybe probably get a political appointment. So such persons that can actually deal with this issue are people in a region which we respect. And you won't see them, and they don't just come out. They are real men in the system. They are well to do it. But if they tackle issues, these are people that will come out and say, it's like this, and everybody will take it.
For those known generals, the first phase generals, and even a privileged few like yourself, have you met any of their vengeance face-to-face or by email or phone call?
Yeah, the Avengers, like I said, they are not in the creeks.
You know that?
That is why I am against the military in the creeks. They are not in the creeks. It's like something you say, for instance, if I pick up my phone, I can reach out to this, what's going on there. You can actually, if someone is involved, you will know that he's involved in it. We are together, we know when we are doing something and when we are not doing it. But so far, this struggle has given birth to so many other things that you can't even, if you don't go about it the right way now, we'll have other, maybe probably international, whatever, who seek the country to be divided, come into the system and start maybe probably brainwashing these people to socialize them to believe what is not real.
You think some international organizations or countries want the country divided?
That's why I said I would deal with the real issues. The real issues, the Nigerian issues, or the Niger Delta issues is beyond Niger Delta because it's publicized. It's politicized. So when you are politicizing every phase of the aim of government, why some people seek to benefit from what you're politicizing, they will definitely come in. They see as an opportunity to come in.
So why do you think some international people want the country divided?
Okay. Good enough, fair enough. The country where we have a country where I can tell you that is of interest to everybody. It's of interest to everybody, and business is for you to make profit. And when you have an international company who says that international bodies who say that I can make profit with this division, because so many people make their money and get their recognition through this whole thing. So when they think that I can actually benefit from this division, asking me to develop some certain areas in Niger Delta, and I know if there's division, I will just have to put 10% of the stuff there and 90% is back to me. Definitely they will support that.
If someone owes you maybe money, you don't go asking another person for that money. So if you have an idea that 90% of the blame rests with the state governments for their vengeance and for some other people like yourself, peaceful agitators, don't you think that the conversation should be between yourselves and your state governments before taking it out on national resource?
Okay, I come like I said, these people have been brainwashed, socialized to believe some things. The federal government doesn't have too much, because if you are agitating from the grassroots, okay, and you're saying, when it attracts national, for instance, and now the people that went to do that thing wasn't the people you called. You called the state governors. And when the governors come to the meeting, they won't discuss issues that will affect these people. That's why I said this with the state. They don't discuss issues that actually affect the Niger Deltans. All they do, they know it. They will analyze it. They know our problems. But what they do is that they like tit for tat. They just like, okay, this is our problem, but if you give me this, they'll shut up. These are the problems we are having.
When the group met with the president, did they give a timeline with which he will start implementing what he said?
No, he didn't. That's a shortcoming on the part. He didn't give a timeline.
Did the group ask for a timeline?
We did ask.
What did you ask?
We did ask. When we met with the president, and of course, I was the spokesperson there, and we actually aligned our issues, which he said he knows our issues. He knows our pain. It's part of us. But what he wants to do for the region is not to enrich some certain set of persons, but it should reflect to everybody in the region. The development will come in. But we should be patient with him because he's not coming to give us any money. He's not coming to make us rich, but he's coming to implement laws that will really affect the people.
Do you think the people are giving him that time that he requested for?
That is the problem. The people are not. The people don't even know. So that is why our stakeholders need to be more transparent in whatever they are doing. And the presidency, the mistake presidency is making now, is to be doing negotiation behind doors, which the people that are actually involved in this struggle don't even know about.
Like who?
Nobody wants to. Nobody. Okay, I am opportune to know. Okay, but I'll tell you the other 19 others that came to meet with the president don't even know.
Well, you said those 19 people do not involve the Niger Delta Avengers.
I can't tell you they are involved, but like I said, the struggle is us and we are the struggle.
Okay, while you're waiting for government to do, the president that says give him time, what are you and the other young people in the Niger Delta, what are you doing?
Okay, it has given back to PCO, like you have the PCO, Niger Delta PCO is in Bayelsa, headed by Cell to Remo. You have other ones, like the Niger Delta coalitions and all that. All these are peace avenue. Like when we came in, first moment.
These groups that you're forming, what are you forming the groups for?
It's to agitate for peace. This group actually made peace before President Buhari came into power. In a vision of ours, you cannot fight some persons because our people believe then that it is our turn. So for us to come out and say we need change in the region, we don't like the way things are going on, we had a lot of issues. So that was when we swing into peace. I tried to reorientate these people. And when we actually did that, we assured the president that there will be no war if he wins the election. And this process, there wasn't war, everything was calm.
When you say reorientate the people,
yeah,
what were you telling them? What were you hoping? What are you saying to them in the hope that you can achieve peace so that there's no violence in the Niger Delta?
Yeah, we're letting them know, okay, that we'll have a government that will listen to the people. But as I speak to you now, the government is not even listening to the people.
Which government? The state government or the federal government? The
federal government is not listening to people because we talk to the federal government. You know we have party lines. Like I said, you have a PDP. Most of the government in the Niger Delta are PDP and the federal is APC. So not until we start saying this thing that the issues of Niger Delta is above party lines, not PDP, not APC. We need development there. You're not going to come in and tell me because federal is APC, Niger Delta is PDP, so we're having a lot of issues.
Are you then saying that having ordered that the military should pull out, ceasefire for 2 weeks, and then the negotiations going on with the states, governors, and then even the one that will be led by the NSA, you're saying all of those will not address the issue, and they're not talking to the right people?
That will not address the issue. It will only give solutions to today's solution. It will only give today's solution. But a long-term solution, that will not bring it. I'll tell you the fact.
What will bring it? Briefly.
What will bring the solution is to bring in policies, not to give people contract. We don't need contract. We need development in the place. So
but it's the governors that will implement all of the policies. The government, both at the federal.
So that is the problem. You see the same problem repeating himself because after the dialogue, they finish this whole thing. Okay, imagine now you say, okay, they give 2 weeks. Who give 2 weeks? They called, and the people that you can't reach, already you've told them to give 2 weeks, and nobody knows them.
Can you reach out to them?
So how did you say you give them 2 weeks?
Are you in touch with the Avengers?
I cannot. I am. For now, I don't even know if the next person beside me is Avengers.
But you know they're not in the creeks.
Definitely, they are not in the creek because if they are in the creek, they won't even live there to do those things.
Right.
They won't. The people living in the creek are people suffering, feeling the pains. So we have a lot of issues in the Niger Delta. We need to address those issues.
All right. Young Piero is of the Niger Delta Coalition for Sustainable Development. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.